elected school board members. And I'll start with a less smaller number. I'll start with Mr. Daniel Mead. Welcome aboard. And I think Mr. Ferguson, he's got something to give to you. This means you have to fulfill this 4-year duty.
And what I'm presenting to each of the board members is a certification from the Secretary of the Electoral Board for Mr. Walter Rose, making it official. Congratulations on your new election. This is just a small appreciation. Thank you.
Welcome aboard. All right, we've got one more new member, Miss Patricia Edwards from District 5. Welcome aboard also. And I'd like to not forget everybody else that's been here. Let's talk about Mr. Sally. Mr. Sally's been on board since 2012. This is his 4th term. And welcome aboard, and thanks for your service. Next is Mr. Housewright. This is his 2nd term. He started in 2020. And thanks for your service.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Hood got reelected, and this is his 2nd term, and he started in 2020. We definitely don't save the best for last, but that's me. This is my 3rd term, and I started in 2016. Thanks, appreciate it. All right, the next part of the meeting, we hand this over to Mr. Ferguson.
Good evening. This being our first meeting of this calendar year is also our organizational meeting. At this time, I will ask for the be open for election of the chairman for the 2024 calendar year. Do I have any nominations for chairman of the Scott County School Board? Nominate Mr. Templeton. We have a nomination of Mr. Templeton. Do we have a second? Also. Second by Mr. Hood. Do we have any other nominations for chairman? Hearing none, all in favor of Mr. Templeton serving as chairman of the Scott County School Board for the 2024 calendar year, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you all.
Congratulations, Mr. Templeton. I will turn the meeting back over to you.
All right. All right, now we get to elect a vice chairman. Anybody like to nominate anybody?
like to nominate Steve Sally.
Mr. Sally?
I'll second.
And Mr. Housewright second. All right, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Congratulations, Steve.
Thank you.
Mr. Sally. All right, our next one is that we appoint a clerk. She's been listed a little while. Hopefully she'll be with us 6 more months. And hopefully, but we haven't. But I'll nominate Kim Henderson.
I'll second.
All right, we got a motion. We got a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Congratulations. You want to stay all year? Be all right.
I'll think about it.
All right. All right, we need to appoint a deputy clerk. And I'd like to nominate Ms. Shirley Christian.
I'll second.
All right. We got a motion, got a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Congratulations. Thank you. All right, items to add to the agenda. Have y'all had time to look at the agenda? Let's see. Tonight? Y'all got anything to add, or all right the way it's written?
Motion to approve agenda.
All right, we got a motion for approval.
Second.
Got a second from Mr. Hood, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. All right, approval of minutes. We had one meeting on December the 5th. If y'all been able to look over the minutes, y'all have any questions? If not, I need a motion for approval. Okay, got a motion from Mr. Hood, and got a second from Ms. Edwards. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. All right. As y'all noticed, two new ones, and we've seen this for years, but we have a lot of bills, and if y'all have any questions, particular questions on any item, on any of these bills, we'll get the correct person to answer if you have a question or concern on any of these.
Make a motion to approve.
We've got a motion from Mr. Sally. Got a second from Mr. Mead. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. All right. All right, if y'all had time to look at our school board meeting dates, and the only concern I got about one of these, and we don't have to change it unless somebody else wants to. I know we always have trouble on the July 4th week. Sometimes we've just had 4 members and stuff. And I know a lot of people takes the 3 days off, but that's just my only concern about any of these dates. I don't know if anybody would like to change that to the following night, maybe. But that would be the only concern that I had with these. But if y'all want to leave it as is, I'm fine with it also. But I think we've had just 4 members present sometimes. So just
Talking
whatever.
about moving to next week, Dave, it's fine with me.
Yeah, I just think it's better. You know, everybody will be here probably. Y'all not got a problem with it? I think that'd be a good idea. All right. July 9th. I'll take that off a little bit, but I mean, I don't have to be here, but I think we've had 4 here before. We've been lucky to have it.
Make a motion to approve meeting date.
All right, got a motion from Mr. Sally.
Got a second.
Got a second from Mr. Housewright. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you all. All right, public comment. I guess since nobody's here except the cameraman, unless you want to talk, I guess we'll move right along. So we'll move it to Superintendent Ferguson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. In your packet, you will see the second semester, third quarter allocations that are provided to each of the schools. We have done this over the course of the school year, with first being that in September, October, now January. We will have the fourth quarter come up in March. Unless there's any particular questions in regards to the amounts that are listed on your document, I ask your approval as presented.
Got a motion from Mr. Hood.
Second.
Got a second from Ms. Edwards. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you. Next item we have is discussion approval of textbook adoption for world history and world geography, and also world geography. It has been a number of years since we have done a textbook adoption in these 2 subject areas. The teachers had access to different companies, and this was their selection based on what was presented to them. And these 2 particular series of textbooks in geography as well as world history have been approved also by the state. Unless there's any other additional questions in regards to this, I ask your approval to adopt these as presented.
They ain't woke up.
Could we take a look at this rule?
Would you like to look at it prior?
I'd just like to see if that the history, did they change it again, or we go back to where we was, you know? I mean,
I'm just saying.
you know, I mean, we had history back yonder, and all of a sudden, 200 years later, they changed it the way it was back yonder. That's what we've been studying.
These should have the most up-to-date standards that have been approved by the state, but I will get you copies of these for you to review.
I'd like to see those as well.
Okay? So we will put that off, we will table that till February meeting.
Okay,
Fine.
concerning, study for history one day.
I'd like to approve it.
I didn't know any of it. No, look at it, when you get there. That's right.
Next item we have is the Head Start financial report for November 2023, unless there's any particular questions in regards to the financial report. I ask your approval as presented.
I'll make that motion.
Motion from Mr. Housewright. Got a second from Mr. Mead. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
This is for informational purposes, the Head Start Director's Report for December 2023. Does anyone have any questions in regards to this document? Next item we have is the Program Performance Summary Report. Again, this is for informational purposes. Does anyone have any questions in regards to this document here? The next item we have is the Fall 2023 Scott County Public School Head Start Quarterly Fall Report. Very nice document that was put together. Does anyone have any questions in regards to it? This next document, Ms. Anderson, we need to do an approval of that just for informational purposes.
Just information.
Okay. The last item we have is the NHSA summary of the proposed rule change supporting the Head Start workforce and consistent quality programming. Does anyone have any questions in regards to this document? Again, this is for informational purposes. Of course, the NHSA is the National Head Start Association.
Oh, is
What this Head Start document is talking about the standards as far as what they're trying to improve with the Head Start program. You'll see effective dates on there, August 1st, 2031, as far as trying to improve staff wages, trying to get them more competitive. And so there's various things that they're putting in place as far as trying to help with that. And so this is just kind of a summary of that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I also wanted to congratulate Ms. Raymond and Head Start. They did receive a little over $1 million for continuation of their current program. Don't know if you saw that or not, but that will carry them throughout the remainder of this calendar, or the beginning through the end of this calendar year. So congratulations to them in that regard. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, board members. That's all that I have.
Thank you, Mr. Ferguson. My understanding, we need to go into a closed meeting.
Yes, I move that we enter into closed meeting to discuss candidates for employment and the assignment and performance of Head Start personnel, teachers, coaches, secretaries, custodians, cafeteria staff as provided in section 2.2-3711A1 of the Code of Virginia as amended.
I'll second. Got a motion and a second, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carried, we will adjourn for a while. Thank you all.